Sunrise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com. A local family remembers their loved one while officials urge awareness about crisis resources. And vandalism and illegal dumping are causing delays in local projects. Plus, a look into Victoria ISD as the superintendent hosts her first State of the District address.
And with our low pressure system coming off the mountains a little bit further north than we anticipated, our rain in front has been moved back to tomorrow, Friday. But if that's not enough to get you excited, we have 2 cold fronts for Thanksgiving week. All that weather coming up.
And the Cuero Gobblers look to reach the regional semifinals next week. We'll hear from head coach Jared Feacock and wide receiver DeZavian Bonner later in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning, Crossroads, and welcome to your Thursday morning. And some people may need Rudolph's help this morning getting to where they're going because it is so foggy.
Yeah, it's a bit of a foggy morning. And yes, Christmas is approaching real quickly, and same for Thanksgiving, to which we're going to look at that cooler forecast here in a little bit, because before that gets here, Carolina is absolutely right. We need to be cautious this morning. We have a little bit of fog that is forming all around the crossroads this morning, and we're not talking just in Victoria County, to which you can see it right here. This is looking at Loop 463 and Main Highway 59, going out looking at southeastern Victoria. But we're seeing the fog this morning because sky is partly cloudy, still letting the temperature slowly drop down to that dew point of 70, bringing us 100% humidity. And if you combine that with our pretty light winds out there, that's why we're seeing it form all around the crossroads, not just in Victoria. And I know this visibility map doesn't show anything out there, but I promise I think there is a little bit of fog all around the area this morning. So please stay safe if you're going to be traveling. Otherwise, I know it's November 20th. Don't need the jacket yet. We're still warm out there. You don't believe me? Step your foot out the door. Why don't you? And if that's not warm enough for the rest of the day, partly to mostly cloudy skies is going to bring us another warm day. And we'll look at all those details next.
Victoria police detectives say a 40-year-old man found Tuesday likely died by suicide. A passerby found him in a wooded area just off the hike and bike trail near Airline Road. The family confirms the man was Ramon Rodriguez. They describe him as a loving, funny father, brother, uncle, son, and great uncle. If you or someone you know is struggling, help is available 24/7. You can call the local crisis hotline at 877-723-3422 or reach the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by calling or texting 988 or chatting at 988lifeline.org. The City of Victoria's Recycling Center is closed after a fire broke out Wednesday. Fire crews were able to contain the flames and no injuries were reported. While the facility will stay closed so teams can assess the damage and begin cleanup, recycling pickup for customers will continue as usual. City officials believe the fire started from combustible materials placed in a recycling container. They remind residents to follow recycling guidelines and don't put flammable or hazardous items in their bins. Precinct 1 crews are dealing with vandalism and illegal dumping, and it's slowing down projects across Bloomington. Over the weekend, several pieces of county equipment in Precinct 1 were vandalized, and county leaders say the damage is going to hit taxpayers' wallets. Officials say repairs will cost thousands of dollars and it slows down road work. Precinct 1 Commissioner Danny Garcia says this isn't the first time something like this has happened, and the county is frustrated that these incidents keep setting projects back.
So taxpayers get billed for that for $2,400. It takes us away from the work that we should be getting done to go take care of something that was irresponsibly done by someone.
County leaders say vandalism isn't the only issue costing taxpayers money. Commissioners say illegal dumping continues to be a major problem throughout the county. This week, crews found a large amount of trash dumped along FM 1686. Garcia says these types of incidents impact the health and safety of the community and urges residents to use proper disposal options. Here are some of the top headlines in the Cuero Record. Sparks from a tractor shredder led to 2 acres burning, also leading to the extension of the county burn ban. And the Cuero ISD Education Foundation hosted another unforgettable concert for classrooms. To read these stories and more, visit DeWittCountyToday.com. The Victoria ISD superintendent hosted her first State of the District report, highlighting achievements made over her first year in Victoria. Highlights included athletics, fine arts, CTE, and the Freshman to Freshman initiative. It gives students who are starting high school the opportunity to enroll in dual credit classes. Collazo says she put a 4-year strategic plan in place to prepare students for citizenship readiness, with resources to flourish in any career field they choose.
My mission and vision is to continue to build a strong, robust school district so that every single one of our 13,000 students excels at the highest caliber, and that everyone leaves our district college, career, military, and citizenship ready to join the workforce and ready to continue with their education.
Superintendent Collazo says excellence is the bar and expects students of Victoria ISD to have the same expectation. New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani is headed to the White House. President Donald Trump announced Wednesday that he plans to host Mamdani Friday in the Oval Office. It would be their first face-to-face meeting since the election. The Democratic Socialist said he wants to speak plainly to the president about New Yorkers struggling to afford the city. And economic reports coming out today could influence the Federal Reserve's next rate decision. They contain data on home sales, mortgage rates, and the belated September jobs numbers, with job numbers being crucial to the Fed's dual mandate. It's charged with maximizing employment while controlling inflation. Even before this new data, it seems some Fed officials were leaning toward holding rates steady next month. For more local news, weather, and sports, come to crossroadstoday.com. It's now 6:37 on our Thursday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up next on 25 News Now Sunrise. Plans are underway for a big Thanksgiving celebration, serving the community with a generous meal. Stay tuned.
A new law forces the Justice Department to release the Jeffrey Epstein files, but critics warn key documents could still be kept secret. I'm Nicole D'Antonio in Washington with the details this morning.
And also coming up next after the break in the short-term forecast, you heard me say that rain, it's on the way, I promise. So coming up next, I'll tell you just when I think all that will be here.
In Edna, one woman is redefining what it means to grow success from the ground up.
You know, getting to wake up with your best friend in the morning and being able to spend time with them on the farm and doing what we love to do, it's been a very big blessing.
Her story is rooted in hard work, heart, and a little South Texas grit. Don't miss Growing Success with Shauna Curry, a 25 News Now Extra, tonight at 10 on 25 News Now.
Well, good morning, Crossroads, and happy Thursday. I hope y'all are as excited as I am to see a change in our weather, because I'm sure you know this, it's been very warm for the last, not weeks, but last several months. In fact, don't believe me, yesterday, Wednesday, we broke a record. We got up to 89 degrees yesterday afternoon, 1:51 p.m., and that breaks our record set in 1945 by 2 degrees. Coming away today, it's going to be another warm one, but like I said, rain is on the way. So where is it, Parker? Well, if we look at our radar this morning, you're going to notice Western counties, all of us pretty clear, first of all, but around Three Rivers, there are a few sprinkles heading up toward along, I think that's I-35. No, this is 35. So whatever interstate that is, going up towards southeastern San Antonio. But zooming out the rest of Texas, there's the rain. Here's the rain that's coming our way. We've got a little bit of storm action happening just northeast of Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex as well, going up towards the Arklatex area. But coming our way today, that rain in West Texas, unfortunately, it's going to move to our north. It's going to just skirt past us. You're going to see it here in a second. For the rest of us today, we're going to be looking between partly and mostly cloudy. So I don't know if y'all need your sunglasses or not today. I'll let you decide on that. But like I was saying, all that rain out in West Texas right now, here it is. It's going to skirt to our north, to which I originally thought it was going to be here tonight. But that's okay. Even though it's going to pass to our north, we have more chances tomorrow, Friday. They're going to be up to 40% for scattered showers and thunderstorms around the area in the afternoon and the evening hours. But for the rest of this weekend, we have more rain chances to talk about and 2 cold fronts. All that coming up next.
Tomorrow night, the Cuero Gobblers won't take a long drive as they're going out to Yoakum High School to face their rival, the Gonzales Apaches. And the Gobblers won last week over LaFerrier Lions 42-14 in Gobbler Stadium. They got major production from Jordan Jones, who had 3 rushing touchdowns and 75 yards on the ground. Now for the Gobblers, even though they got a big-time win last week for their head football coach Jared Feacoch and wide receiver DeZavian Bonner, they're ready for Gonzales and expect a huge crowd traveling to Yoakum High School.
In the second round of the playoffs, I think you start getting deeper. Everybody's got good athletes. You know, Gonzales is playing really good football right now. They beat a 9-0 Gerald team and a 10-0 Bandera team, and so, you know, it's going to be a hard-fought game.
Packed, like, you know, Yoakum Stadium's not too big, so I think it's going to be a lot of people. I think it's going to be fun, you know. There's good rivalry. I know a couple of the kids down there, so it's going to be fun.
And Bonner's that wild card for this offense as he makes some big-time plays in the pass game and rushing game. He's going to need that there against Gonzales Apaches Friday night at Yoakum Bulldog Stadium. This is Max Williams, 25 News Now Sports.
Experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can stream our daily newscast and much more using your connected TV. Just download Crossroads Today Plus on your Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, or Android TV. Search for Crossroads Today Plus. This morning, a major development in the Epstein case. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio reports from Washington, where the bill requiring the Justice Department to release the Epstein files has officially become law.
Overnight, President Trump saying he signed the bill to release the Justice Department files on sex offender Jeffrey Epstein after fighting the move for months. The bill now requires the Justice Department release all files and communications related to Epstein within 30 days. But there's still no guarantee that every document will be made public. The bill includes exceptions, including a provision to withhold files that would jeopardize an active federal investigation or prosecution. A notable caveat given Trump just last week called for an investigation into Epstein's relationship with prominent Democrats. Attorney General Pam Bondi yesterday said she ordered that new investigation, but she would not provide specifics.
Information that has come for there's information new information, additional information.
Critics worry the new investigation into Democrats could be used to keep certain files hidden.
This is not an invitation for Donald Trump to pick and choose his version of the truth.
She doesn't have carte blanche to withhold a whole tranche of files.
Now, survivors worry this new investigation may be a loophole that prevents full transparency.
It's not political for us. It is just deeply personal. So I think we do have a little bit of hesitancy, and we're just really hoping that there aren't any new cases that would stall getting every single part of that file released.
The Justice Department says it may still withhold or redact the victims' identities and other sensitive personal records. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
The Salvation Army of Victoria is preparing for its annual Thanksgiving feast. This year's main course is pork chops. It's a free meal for anyone in the community who wants to come. You can eat at the Salvation Army, and they'll also be working with Meals on Wheels South Texas. So far, they expect about 25 drivers to take meals around to 145 clients throughout the Crossroads.
Oh, I think it's a wonderful opportunity for us to meet folks in the community that rely on us. I mean, it's a good chance for me, especially because folks that come in all the time for services that I don't necessarily see, I meet them on these types of events.
The Salvation Army Thanksgiving feast will be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Salvation Army headquarters. That's at 1302 North Lewis Street. On Wednesday, American Legion Post number 166 donated $4,000 to the Salvation Army of Victoria. The donation will go toward meal services. The Salvation Army serves an average of 2,500 meals per month. In the fiscal year 2025, the Salvation Army served over 30,000 meals. And here are some of the top headlines in the Port Lavaca Wave. After Port Lavaca and Point Comfort signed off on creating new tax increment revenue zones, Calhoun County commissioners got a closer look at that idea too. And the Port Lavaca City Council tabled a new ordinance on junk vehicles after hearing from local auto shop owners. You can read these stories and more by going to portlavacawave.com. If you see news happening, let us know. Call the number on your screen to contact our newsroom or email us your tips at staff@crossroadstoday.com. It's now just about 6:47 on our Thursday morning. Still to come on Sunrise, a well-known AI toy is under review after troubling findings. What parents should consider before buying. All right, it's time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy birthday to Chloe. Happy 18th birthday, Chloe. We love you from your family.
Happy birthday, Chloe. And also happy birthday to Noah. Happy birthday to our smart, loving young man. Love from your grandparents, mom, dad, and sister. And we love you and can't wait to celebrate this special day with you.
Happy birthday to Khalil. Happy birthday, Khalil. We love you from Yaya and Ariel.
Happy birthday, Khalil. And also happy birthday to former President Joe Biden. The 46th President of the United States is turning 83 today. Happy birthday, Joe. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, you can come to crossroadstoday.com. Just click the drop-down menu, then click the Home tab, and then you'll see Submit Your Birthday Photo.
The time is now 6:48 on our Thursday morning. Happy birthday to Julius. Hope you have a great time celebrating.
Happy birthday, Julius, and happy birthday to you if you're celebrating. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, good morning, Crossroads. I'm sure a lot of y'all saw the very busy 7-day forecast a few moments ago, and I say busy because there is not one, not two, but 3 fronts now in the forecast over the next 7 days. 2 of them are going to be on Thanksgiving week, making it, as you can see, nice and cooler for Thanksgiving Day. In fact, on Thanksgiving Thursday next week, I'm thinking the highs are going to be in the maybe upper 60s thanks to this front right here. But you're going to see there's one front coming tomorrow night. It's going to be a weak one. I'm going to call this one a cool front. I'm going to call this one a cold front. I'm going to call this one a cold front because that one's going to drop our lows back down into the 40s. I'm thinking late next week, and highs will be in the 60s. So actually a little bit cool out there finally. But before that happens, yeah, we're still warm. Mid and upper 80s, and we're in late November now. But if you're not a fan of that, all that's going to change with our fronts and also our rain, with chances this weekend 30% Saturday and Sunday because of this front that's going to be passing us. It's going to stall right on top of us for this weekend, bringing us those additional chances before we have much better chances on Monday with the next 2 fronts coming by. And you're going to see for this weekend, probably not going to see too much rain. I'm thinking an inch or less. 1 inch or less, but as we go into Monday, that's when we're going to see our much better, heavier rain chances. All that will be moving south. I'm thinking on Monday, maybe 2 inches or less. So we really need it desperately because of our burn bands, but all that rain will be coming off of these 2 low pressure systems. And the reason we're not seeing rain tonight is because, like I said earlier, this one moving a little bit further north than we originally thought. And we're going to look at all that and more later on Sunrise.
Now a holiday season warning about toys. ABC's Andrea Fuji takes a look at the risk that an AI-powered toy may pose.
This morning, new warnings about toys that contain AI chatbots. This might look like a cute plush doll, but sales of Kuma Teddy have now been suspended after researchers found the bear openly discussed sexually explicit and dangerous content with kids, including how to light a match.
Hold the matchbox with one hand.
When prompted, the bear also telling them where to find a variety of potentially dangerous objects, including knives, pills, matches, and plastic bags. The bear, which sold for $99 online, integrates OpenAI's chatbot.
We just have no idea what these AI toys are going to do to a child's development and to their mental health. And so unless you want your child to be part of this experiment, we recommend that you avoid AI toys for now.
It comes as lawmakers grapple with how to regulate the AI industry. The website Politico reports the White House is now planning an executive order aimed at blocking states from issuing their own regulations to prevent a patchwork of state rules that could hamper innovation. Congress has also considered a similar action. One state lawmaker in Pennsylvania outraged, saying Washington is again attacking state sovereignty.
As for that AI teddy bear, the company has taken all of its AI-enabled toys off the market for a safety audit. If you want to buy your child an AI-enabled toy, experts recommend buying it from a reliable source and shopping for it in person so you can try it out. Andrea Fuji, ABC News, New York.
Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. A region already under strain faces new violence. What's next in this ongoing conflict? Palestinians inspected the site of Wednesday's Israeli strike in Gaza City. At least 25 Palestinians were killed in 4 Israeli airstrikes in the part of Gaza under Hamas control. The Israeli military said its forces struck Hamas targets across Gaza after members of the Palestinian militant group fired on its troops. Hamas condemned the Israeli strikes as a dangerous escalation. Childcare expenses top the cost of rent in several U.S. cities. A new analysis shows where childcare costs are hitting families the hardest. Cities like Milwaukee, Baltimore, and Minneapolis rank among the most expensive for childcare. The study looked at 100 of the nation's largest metro areas and found for families with 2 children, infant care costs are higher than rent in 85 of those cities. A sitting U.S. Congresswoman is facing serious theft and money laundering charges. Florida Democrat Sheila Shirfilis McCormick is indicted on charges of stealing $5 million in federal disaster money. The DOJ claims her company received a $5 million overpayment in FEMA funds and claims some was used to support her 2021 congressional campaign and for personal benefit. Organizers are gearing up for the 35th annual Feast of Sharing holiday dinner. It's from 4 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday, December 17th at the Victoria Community Center. The dinner is free and open to the public, bringing neighbors together for a night of food and holiday community. And we want to invite you to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV, through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. You may also be searching for the road markings this morning. It looks like there are some dangerous fog. There is a dangerous fog activity happening in our region. Parker, let's get a look at that.
Yeah, we got a little bit of the fog action happening this morning. You don't believe me? Look at the screen, y'all. There's supposed to be a highway right there in the middle of your screen. We're talking literally right here, but you can't even see the light. That's all unusual anymore. Right here, we're looking at southeastern Victoria. Right here, I promise, right here is Loop 463 meeting up with Highway 59. You can't see it. We're talking visibility is now down to probably a quarter mile or less, which is very, very dangerous. So please stay safe if you're going to be hitting the roads this morning, because right now our temperatures dropped down to the dew point. That's why we see fog out there. Humidity is 100% underneath the pretty calm winds, but a little bit breezier in the city. That's why we're not seeing as much fog in the city limits. So I'm sure you'll probably notice that when you're walking out the door. City's not super foggy, but everywhere else around the crossroads, not just Victoria, it is foggy, so please stay safe if you're going to be traveling anywhere around South Texas this morning. Otherwise, that fog will burn off around probably 8, 8:30, maybe 9 at the latest. And for the rest of the day, we're looking at clouds, partly to mostly cloudy all day with a bit of a breezy wind gusting up to 25 at times. That'll bring our high to 83 in Port Lavaca and a bit warmer in Victoria, 85, and actually about the same in Cuero, 85 as well. But if you're not a fan of this heat, like I said, all week long, we've got 3 fronts in the forecast, and one of them is going to make it a tad bit breezy and cool for Thanksgiving.
All right, thank you so much, Parker. Be careful in that fog, and thank you for joining us. Be sure to join Shut It Off Olivia Max tonight for 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10.